Good afternoon, and what a bloody good afternoon it is. We're back here working on the rear wheel drive Toyota Echo. If you haven't been watching the videos, this is it. So high comp, 7 age, fresh rebuild, beautiful Cerakote chilling there on both the exhaust and the trumpets. And it is coming along bloody well. Back up on the hoist, dragged it over here yesterday. And that is so I can make it all start to come together. It is pretty much on those final stages. See the fuel cell chilling in here. It still has to get mounted. But I do have the Shockworks in there. They are happy and at home. Waiting for the front still. Chris is remaking the top hats for me there, the bloody gentleman that he is. So hopefully have them back in the next week or so. Next video, it'll be back on its feet. Mind you, the feet are changing. Obviously got the CST Demon cambers for it. These bloody things here. They are a nice looking wheel. I like the dark centre, but I've got a second set with a silver centre. And it's just not it. So I'm going to get them coated. So hopefully have them back in a couple of weeks and we can get them on. Oh, I'm too bloody excited. Excited for today because I get to make some real progress. Well, I've already made some real progress off camera because I want to do the exhaust. And to do the exhaust, I got to put the handbrake in. To put the handbrake in, I had to put the seat in. And that means I can put the tail shaft in and I can do that sort of stuff. I've still got a little bit to go with the handbrake, but if we go into the inside, we got the seat. We got an old school Bride. I don't know what the hell model it is, but it's kind of half bolted in there. It's attached to the rail. And down. Let's go around the other side. Should be able to see it a little bit better. Hard on the hoist, but I need to be on the hoist. The bloody electric power steering still beating me at the moment. See my little white marks there? That's just where this console needs to line up for. Carpet. Factory carpet. Not really it. It's close to it. Not it. But that's a later problem. You can see here. We got a handbrake. It's not bolted down, but it doesn't mean it's not in where it's going to live. So it'll live in the factory console. It'll still need to be trimmed at the back there a little bit, and it is bolted to the floor. And this is a big vital part, as it means when they go up and oh Jesus Christ! I nearly ate shit. If you're wondering what happened to my nose, that was a wrench this morning tightening up a bolt. Slipped, bloody nearly KO'd myself. But it means having that handbrake mounted like that and wishbone going through, I can mount the cables, which is bloody good. So I'm going to get there, do that, get a tail shaft in there, so I can start on this bloody exhaust and spend the next 3 hours doing that, go home, walk Albert, come back, work all night on this, because what else is a Saturday night for, right? Before we get into too much though, this is one thing I can't skip past. See those Raceworks fittings there? Chilling, going straight under, and then back up here through a bulkhead. That's going to be my catch can. Filter chilling on top. Catch can well and truly hidden away. So this engine bay will be as busy as you see it. Nearly nothing else. There'll be a reservoir for the clutch, which will probably mount off the brake there. But that'll be it. That'll be the whole bay. Bloody good. Bloody good indeed. Can't wait. Actually got some exciting news at the end of this video around this car too. Around what's going to be happening in the next video. And someone that's come on board to help me out. But let's get this car up in the air, sort these handbrake cables out, and get into a bloody exhaust. And this here is what I was talking about. Still got to clean up a little bit under the side there. I think it's raining out there. Bloody Melbourne. Drove the Ferrari in today too. Oh well. Shit can get wet. We got these cables here. So I just got to mount this little bolt. It'll probably go somewhere about here. Drill, nutsert, job done. That'll be good. Get that up into position. That way I can put the tail shaft in. Winning. Easy as 2 minutes done. Next you'll see is that tail shaft in. That rag can come off. Yeah, it is raining out there. Looks like I'm not walking Albert. And you can see here the exhaust ready to start, going straight up there, just up out of the way, done. Damn, I'm excited. It's getting closer to the point of driving this car and I cannot wait at all. Oh, she's all coming up, Millhouse. The tail shaft's just finger tight with a couple of temporary bolts so it doesn't fall and knock me in the noggin. But the handbrake is in. Decided to go for a little bit of crisscross because they're a bit long and it just keeps a little bit more true there. She's been riv nut. She's got a couple of spaces. Again, probably temporary bolts, as I'd rather put some cap head ones rather than 4mm. They're still stainless, they'll do the job. They'll be fine. But now we can get this exhaust in, which I think I'm just going to start bloody cutting and welding and just see where we end up. At the moment, I got no rear bumper on. I don't know if I'm going to put the rear bumper on yet or if I'm just going to get close to that point. So I don't know how far I'll get. Only one way to find out, right? Let's get into it. Oh, I'm proud to say I've done over half the exhaust tacked together and I haven't hurt myself. Lightly singed my fingers, covered my hands in bloody sound deadening, but I haven't hurt myself. It's not bad. Here it is. Starting at the muffler that's not stainless, the rest of the exhaust is stainless. That was the only one I could get that short when I did my order anyway. Come down here, bends high, up to a little flexi, O2 bung at the top there. Obviously V-band there, and just makes it easy if I've ever got to pull the gearbox out. Just makes it simpler. Nice middle section, little intermediate section. But yeah, we've got tape line here. That's obviously the height of the rails. So it is completely above that. Well, for the most part anyway. Until we get to here, and it'll probably have to drop down a little bit. But I think I'm out of energy, out of go. So I'm going to go home and have something to eat. But I am damn happy with that. Some gaps you can see there. They're just a little bit bigger than they should be, but it is what it is. I ain't no fabricator, just a bloke with a welder and a grinder. Making stuff work. Need to put some mounts on, work out where I'm going to put them. Got that mount down there chilling, I've got a couple more of them. So I'll put them somewhere and just looking over it. I'm happy. Tomorrow we'll knock out some more, which will be bloody next clip for you guys. But definitely helping with the motivation. Looking forward to seeing the rear bumper on, to be honest. It's going to need a little bit of a clean up, get all the bits together on it. That way, yeah, it's starting to look like a car. Still hundreds of hours to go. Keep looking over here. This is bloody exciting. Haltech have come to the party. Oh, kicking a nut around. Yeah. Haltech have come to the party and they're looking after me on this build. So we've got a Nexus R3, PD16 and an IC7 for it. But that's a little bit off going in yet. Not quite yet ready to wire it. Maybe next week, but it'll pretty much just be measure up, do a little bit, probably start with the PD16 doing the body loom and then go to the engine afterwards. It shouldn't take me too long. It's not really an overly complicated one to wire up. The main powers are probably going to be the worst, just running them nicely, working out where I want to put the battery, but that'll be when I get to that. Still got a bit of interior to work out how it's all going to sit first, but the exhaust is the big one. Getting that done, making it look nice and tucking out real high. I think it's going to be too loud. I reckon I'm going to have to put a muffler in. I'm fully prepared that in the middle section here I have to put a hot dog in it, but we'll wait and see. If we don't have to, we don't have to. Melbourne rain means the perfect weather to do the exhaust. Front pipe's done, intermediate pipe is done, all the hangers are on, one at the front now, nice and tucked up out of the way, one here, and one up there, and then tucks up under the diff, nice and high, ready for the back section, which will be that muffler just there. He will chill up here with a nice bend going there, bend going out. Just realised, didn't even show you putting the rear bumper on, but it is on because I need that groove there. Had a little bit of a whoopsie. Went off 2 old screw holes that were already done for the number plate. So the seat is off to one side a little bit more. Not quite sure how I'm going to fix that because they are riv nuts. But that's a later problem at the moment. I'm just happy the exhaust is nearly done. Right down to the O2 sensor being in there. This front clamp though, I thought I was being really smart positioning it so I could do it up from here. It's really ugly from the top. You can see the thread. Can't have that. I need to pull it off, flip it round so this thread will go point down. Make it pretty, you know. If you're going to do something, do it nice. But yeah, I'm wrapped about that. Absolutely stoked on how the exhaust is coming out. Just have to dummy fit that rear muffler up there, work out what bends I need because I've only got a couple of 45s left. And I can order them later. Probably going to order a 2.5-inch hot dog as well, just so I've got it, just in case the car is too loud, I can pop it in the middle. Look at what's next now. Why I have it on the hoist, I reckon I am going to smack the rear guards with a hammer. Gently, of course, just get them, oh, maybe I'll wait till I've got a roller. We're going to pop the radiator out, cut a couple of tabs off that. Don't need to be there, that way it can go back in for good. Just start to get things back in there for good, I reckon. Maybe the front calipers are on the wrong side, so I'll flip them over. Just go through, knock out a handful of little bits. Maybe even pop the side skirts on if I feel, nah, it's pretty filthy. We'll see. Just keep knocking out a handful of little jobs and get it closer. Been a bit of a jumpy afternoon for jobs for me, but we got the front end in for good, ambient air temperature secured in there. Not the best, but it'll work. Just used an alloy weld and bung to secure it. Radiator is in for good. Got rid of the 2 lugs that set out from there. Top hose is on. Surprisingly, I can get that plastic cover off with that top hose on, although it looks like it's touching. Amazing, I know, and I'm happy with it. This cover, I still got to get the bolts for the top. Alternator can nearly get secured, just waiting on a belt. Got to tidy that top bolt up. Don't know what I'm going to do about the oil level. The dipstick looks ugly, but that's a later problem. I've got to get hose clamps obviously for the radiator, but much of a muchness. Got to get some bolts for the trumpets. Secure the rears for the clutch. What else have we got going on over here? We've got to put the vacuum block in. That can happen later. This was a bit of a fail. This boot. If anyone can sort me out a new boot, let me know. Would love it. But I'll deal with it later otherwise. Even this was a dilemma. What angle does the cap go on? I just decided I wanted the nipple at the back. And the cap can go whatever angle it landed. What else have we been doing? Over here we got 4 wheels stripped apart. They are ready to be blasted and coated. Take those faces away. I guess one of the more exciting bits. Chilling in here in the interior mock-up. We got some ECUs. We got the R3 and we got the PD16 on that side. Just a pretty basic bloody L bracket welded onto the support. Still got to get painted, the support, so I'll weld that up properly when it comes out. But yeah, they will live like that. I know it's going to be a bit of a pain in the ass because the flying leads have a little bit of about 2 foot of cable that I just have to loop around there, but we'll make that work. This bloody wiring there that does my head in. Still got some factory wiring to rip out too. But it's been a bit of a productive afternoon. Got all sorts done. Not really a lot of anything, just a lot of the dicky little things that I know will fight me later on. Worked out what other bends I'm going to need for the exhaust, a couple of 90s, a couple of 45s. So that will be good. I'm hoping it's going to be quiet still. But she's getting closer. The fact that we've got ECUs sitting in the car, it's basically running, right? I wish. Oh, so much to do still. So much to do, so little time, and I know now I'm back, I've got so many customer jobs booked in, so the Echo could potentially end up on the back burner. But that's alright, we'll get this thing done. We'll see you on next episode where we'll probably attack some wiring.